Hello again, everybody. It's time for Highlands basketball. Tonight, from North Allegheny High School, the WPIAL champion Highlands Golden Rams face the Grove City Eagles in the PIAA West quarterfinals. Boy, that was a mouthful. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, and Courtney Stewart, this is Mike Pavlik greeting you from North Allegheny. Our second trip here in a couple of weeks, Dean, and boys familiar with the court. And we move on in the state tournament.
Yeah, Mike, excited to be here tonight. Expect a big crowd. North Allegheny filling up quickly here.
It sure is. Well, we talk about the Rams coming into this game. These two teams, Grove City 17-9, Highlands 23-3. Highlands beating Harbor Creek. Grove City defeated Bedford in their first game, and they both play it similar from the guard position.
Yeah, Mike, both are led by two senior guards. Ours, Luke Cochran, and Corey Myers. They have number 11, Danny Timko. He's had a few 30-point games, Mike. They say he's a streaky shooter. He's their leading scorer at 17-7, and they say the guy to really watch out for is number 13, Cade Persinger. He leads the team in scoring most of the time. He doesn't have a 30-point outburst, but he's been very steady at 12.8 per game. And you talk about similar, Mike, he is going to Point Park along with Luke Cochran. So not only are they similar in style, they're going to be teammates.
Yeah, they are. It should be interesting. Well, if the guard play is the same, then you have to ask, do they have a Johnny?
They have no Johnny, Mike. We still don't come out in warm-ups. Their tallest starter is 6'2", so no Johnny tonight. Really hasn't been a Johnny throughout the playoffs, and we've been running our offense through him. I think it's been a great thing to do. I expect them to attempt to do the same thing tonight. If they don't have a big guy, let's get the ball to Johnny. People don't realize we haven't had to do this, Mike. You can play inside out. We've been playing inside in.
Yes.
It's been very effective. But again, like I said, people have picked their poison. The last two times have been take the guards out and let Johnny roam in the post. Again, it'll be interesting to see what their coach does here tonight.
You want to know what Johnny's been doing in the postseason? He averaged 13.6 in the regular season. He's averaging 21 a game in the postseason, and he's averaging 24 a game in his last 3 games. Talk about stepping up.
No doubt about it. He's very interested.
Then who do you stop? Has to be our next question. If you're Grove City, Coach Chris Kwolek looking at this as he comes into tonight's game, what does he try to do to slow down this Highlands attack?
Well, Mike, any coach gets this far is a pretty good coach. And what you do is you basically look at the score sheet, and you see Luke Cochran, the leading scorer. You see Corey Myers hit 6 threes in a championship game. You say, I got to take these two guys out. I'm going to cut the head of the snake out. They're going to hold the ball. They've done that the last 2 games, and we went to very effectively down to Johnny. I think tonight they're going to try to do something with Johnny. And if that's the case, then I think Luke has to step up tonight. Corey has to step up tonight. And again, always great when you have Johnny inside, but we can beat you in so many different ways. I think tonight we're going to see the guards have a big game.
And we are. All right, that's going to wrap up the pregame show for tonight. This second round PIAA playoff game between the Rams and the Eagles of Grove City. It's coming right up. Tip-offs right after this. Stay tuned. All right, back in North Allegheny, starting lineups first for the Eagles of Grove City.
Mike, they're going to make a change in their starting lineup. They're going to try to go a little bit bigger. They will start number 2, Michael Brooks, 6'2 junior, averaging 8.5 per game. Number 11, Spencer Pogchan, 6'1 senior, 5.3 per game. Number 12, Danny Timko, their leading scorer at 17.7 a game. Number 13, Cade Persinger, we mentioned him, going to Point Park, 13.4 a game. And the one change in the starting lineup, Mike, they're going to try to go bigger. They're going to start a 6'3 senior, Troy Lockery, averaging 5.8 per game. We'll see number 21, Luke Holstetter, come off the bench at 6'2.
The winner of this game will play Hickory. They've defeated Huntington tonight, 68-47. That game will be Friday night.
So, Mike, the first move in the chess game is trying to get somebody in the guard Johnny with a bigger guy. They're going to go with, we'll go with number 1, Jimmy Quint, 6'2 freshman, averaging 7.5 per game. Our big guy in the middle, number 50, Joaquin Roman, 6'4 junior, averaging 5.6 per game. Sharp shooting Corey Myers wears number 11, 6'1 senior, averaging 15.9. Number 23, Luke Cochran, 6'2 senior, averaging 16.7. And the man so far in the playoffs has been number 20, Johnny Christ, 6'6" senior, averaging 14.8 per game.
We had a note about Corey Myers that we didn't give you Friday because I didn't have it yet. I wasn't made aware of this until Saturday. Corey Myers' 6 3-pointers in the WPIAL championship game tied a WPIAL championship game record that was set in 1988 by Ray Blystone, who was playing for Elderton against Frew Mill before they closed it down. Ray Blystone, now the athletic director at West Shamokin. Now here is my trivia question for you. A coach that we have played this year.
Sean Urs is coming into our
There's
picture.
Sean. A coach that we have played this year was the last ever coach of Frew Mill. Do you know who that was?
Coached against us this year?
Coached against us this year. He is Frew Mill's last ever coach.
I didn't know that, Mike, but I do want one comment about that. They asked, why didn't we leave him in the game to set the record? Very simply.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew.
Or we would have kept him in.
The last coach of Frew Mill is Carlos Jeter, who is now the coach of Beaver Falls.
Isn't that something? How about
So here are the Rams dressed in their home white, and Myers lost it out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Rams. Bob Mance, Mike Shaw, and Dan Shinsky are our 3 officials here tonight at North Allegheny.
Highlands way over their average of 12 a game, 19 against Harbor Creek last week, but they forced 24. That was the good news. Highlands looks like they're going to come out in straight man-to-man.
Here's Persinger. Grove City in the black uniforms with the gold trim look like Valley.
I didn't get to call their defense, Mike, because I never said it.
The only other time I have done a Grove City game, Valley beat them in a state playoff game at Grove City College in 1999.
I was talking to their play-by-play guy, Mike, and he did that game.
He did?
Yes.
Son of a gun.
Falls was the former coach, and he said they didn't know what to do when they took the 7-footer out of the game.
They took him out. Tom Myers with a great defense. Put one of the Flannerys on him at 5'9", put him in his shirt and shut him down. Valley won that game 40-36.
Tom would do that to you.
I did that game with Rob Boom Boom Mancini on camera. I did that as a solo. Here's Brooks. Stops and pops. In and out. No good. Rebound Roman. So we played a minute. No one scored. Here's Cochran left side. 3 of the 5 lowest scoring outputs for Highlands have come in the last 5 games. And Johnny's foul. Now you get it into him, and
Pogramp picked that up, and it might be hack at Johnny tonight, Mike. They wouldn't even attempt to try to play defense. They just immediately whacked him on his hand. Johnny is 71 for 133 on the year. That comes out to a 53% average.
And he missed the first.
Yep.
And if they're not careful, foul shooting is going to get him here eventually.
Yeah, Mike, the last few games we have struggled. We had 48% against Harbor Creek. Missed the first both. 2 there.
And Brooks the rebound. So the Rams start off with an ignominious 0 for 2.
57% against Blackhawk. 40 against Bell Vernon. 46 against Blackhawk.
Persinger lets a 3 go. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound Christ. Johnny's going to push it himself, go all the way, had it knocked away from behind, and Highlands will keep it.
The only outlier, Mike, was against Ringgold. We were 71%. Makes us 56 for the playoffs, but that's not good enough.
It isn't. Jimmy Kuntz keys it in, loops it into Cochran. Now they come out hedging. Defense looks an awful lot like ours when the Rams go man-to-man. Now, Kuntz had trouble with it and lost it out of bounds. Good defense over there by Cade Persinger. I was trying to say earlier, the Rams' 3 lowest outputs scoring-wise have come in the last 5 games. They scored 50 the last game. That was the lowest they've scored all year. They scored 52 in their loss at Erie in the last regular season game. And here on this floor, they scored 53 in the semifinal win against Blackhawk. It does get harder to score the further you go.
Now they held the ball a lot in those games, too. Both teams.
Now Pokrant works it down low, and Persinger will bring it back out. He goes in against 3 white shirts, threw up a wild one. He's fouled, though. Then Pokrant will go to the line and shoot 2. At less than 6 minutes to go. That's on Roman.
And Mike, what was crazy in both those games was Blackhawk, they held the ball when they were down with a little clock to go. Harbor Creek held a lot, too, when they were down. Just odd to see that, but the teams are doing what they think they have to do to try to win here.
Persinger hits the first. It's 1-0 Grove City. Again, Hickory awaits. Grove City's lost twice to Hickory this year.
I I have 3 times, Mike.
3 times?
Yeah. Two in the section and 1 in the playoffs. They lost the championship in the playoffs.
70-42, the District 10 championship, and Hickory's loaded. Cochran for 3. Yes!
There you go.
And the Rams lead 3-2.
They beat them by an average score of 68-45, Mike.
How much do you think that playing on this floor just a couple weeks ago helps Highlands?
Immensely.
There's a lead feed out to Myers, and he lays it in. Good feed from Price. Got the rebound and the assist.
You know why, Mike? That play looked familiar to play against Blackhawk.
Yes, it did.
Quarter on the leak out there, so it helps out a lot. You're going to go, looks like they're 2-3. No, man, jump up, man.
Johnny jumps up, yeah.
Yep.
Cade Persinger, 13. 5-2, the Rams lead it. Clock winds down to 5 minutes first quarter. Persinger has the ball in his hands a lot. This is Pokran. We haven't seen Timko with it yet, 12. He is their sharpshooter.
There's that switching defense, Mike. They thought they would get Persinger on a screen, but when you switch, the guy's right in front of you. That was Jimmy Quince that time.
There's the first touch for Timko. He's got the long sleeves on. This is Brooks now.
Looks like Jim got a haircut, Mike.
Does?
And you know they're holding the ball. We have time to notice that, huh?
Antoine McDaniel was going the other way before the game. He was trying to gain a couple inches by making his higher.
Johnny.
Higher.
Well, you got to be looking for that one.
That's his first, team second. That'll be a key in at 4.5. First substitution for Chris Kwalik is number 21. And that's Luke Hostetler.
He's a lefty sharpshooter, Mike. Got to watch him. They just threw that one away.
Averages 8 a game, and they do as Brooks steps on the line and turns it over. Rams by 3. Johnny's having drawstring issues.
And let's see, looks like right now, it looks like a 1-2-2, Mike.
Jimmy Kuntz, right side to Myers. Inside to Roman, got free, lays it up, and missed it, bunny. Rebound Brooks for Grove City. Grove City still looking for their first field goal.
Look at the walk that looked like.
Persinger now kicks it back to Brooks, goes into the lane, got shut off by Cochran. Now they swing it back up top, and Persinger resets things. Mohawk won the girls' game here before us, and Chris Kwalik went to Mohawk, the head coach at Grove City. Now a 3 is put up and missed, and a rebound to Myers. So they are not hit a thing from outside, unlike Blackhawk the last time we were here, who went crazy from outside in the first half and then couldn't make one in the second half till the game was over.
Coach Kwalik's second year here at Grove City. He's made the District 10 runner-up both years.
He is a teacher at Newcastle, and he's very close to those guys. Myers for 3, and it's down.
When's the last time Corey got that wide open a look, Mike?
8-3, Highlands.
They're still by Myers.
Sorry, 8-2, and Myers steals it.
Nice behind
Lead
the
to
back.
Cochran with a lay-in.
Beautiful job.
Cochran and Myers each have 5, and the Rams lead at 10-2. By the way, our fans are on our side this time. Perhaps you can tell.
And by the way, Mike, some people say, well, did you have to do that fancy pass? Yes, there's sometimes where behind-the-back pass is needed. That time it was. In the flow of the game, Highlands here up 10-2 early.
Now Locker got around a man and kicked it back out to Pokran. Now a long 3 is put up, in and out. Eagles are cold. Haven't made one yet. Here's Kunst.
He'll take a 3.
He will take a 3. It's off the back rim. Rebound, Christ tipped it. Joaquim saved it for a moment, and it's saved in by Grove City. I think Grove City would have been better off if it just went out of bounds. Now Persinger steps into a 3, and he trains it.
He's got all 5 of their points, Mike, and Highlands leads here 10-5. Going to take a timeout to get Antoine McDaniels.
Actually, Grove City called it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was
Grove City called it. They got to set things up. 10-5. Highlands leads it early on.
Think they're going to come out press us?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Usually when they call a timeout off a made basket to do something defensively, we'll wait and see what they do. As we mentioned, Mike, they had their struggles with Hickory this year. They played 2 WPL teams. They lost to Shar Valley 74-39 and Hampton 56-53.
So Bill Cardoon's seen them play twice. It was at the Hampton Christmas tournament.
And they beat Harbor Creek, Mike, the team that we beat the other day in the semifinal 39-37. In that game, Luke Holstetler hit a game-winning three-pointer. That had to be a slugfest, huh?
Had to be.
Nope, no pressure.
And they beat Bedford to get here. That's the second straight year they knocked Bedford out of the PIAA tournament.
And Mike, same defense. Maybe just to calm them down, huh?
Maybe. Hey, here's Johnny with the lay-in. His first two of the night, and the Rams lead at 12-5.
You get that defense to move horizontally, Mike. Johnny's got a field day.
We got a foul. We'll see who this is on. It's on the Rams, obviously. Call from
Jimmy Kuntz.
Jimmy Kuntz gets his first.
Did you see what happened that time? Like against that 1-2-2, they had to move horizontally to go to the corner.
Now, here's something we're going to enjoy today: media timeouts, because the radio guy asked for them. So they have timeouts to get their commercials in. So we will have some. Why don't we do medias too?
There we go.
And we can do that. First of all, we'll go backwards tonight. A&B Pizza, Pat Jackson. Thanks to him and all his folks at A&B. 724-224-5311. Order your A&B Pizza.
My son's become a regular customer up there since he moved up that way.
Also, hello to Dan Timmons at Dan Timmons Painting since 1979. They got you covered. 40 years in counting. To call to beautify and protect. Call Dan Timmons Painting at 724-224-2851.
He gave me a new camo hat the other day. Wants to know if you want one. Camo baseball cap.
Oh, sure. Why not?
I'll let him know.
That'd be tremendous. And of course, always we like saying hi to Tara at Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza. They have memberships for as low as $10 a month. Make sure you stop in and say hi to Tara there today at the Heights Plaza Planet Fitness location.
Made it once this week, Mike. Been a busy week. We've been busy boys.
That's for sure.
But once I got there, guess what? Everybody's talking about Highlands basketball. So
what a busy spring it's been so far. Exactly. 12-5, Highlands with the lead, and Grove City will inbound the basketball far side. Bob Mance has the ball in his hands over there. They're waiting for the TV timeout to end, which we didn't ask. Radio did. A media timeout, as it were. They're all looking at us. We didn't have anything to do with this.
SportsRadio967.com doing the game, Mike.
We are on tape delay. We are good to go at any time.
24 hours later per PIA regulation.
That's correct. So for those of you looking, if you're looking for Comcast channel 190, we will be on there our regular Thursday night, 8 o'clock time. YouTube, we have to wait 24 hours, so you can look for us at 7:30 on Wednesday night.
And also our Wednesday night will be 8 o'clock on TV, the game against Harbor Creek. So we're going to be on back-to-back on Channel 190.
Just like the regular season. Right. So here's Persinger.
Carter Leary in the lineup now, along with Antoine
Persinger
McDaniel.
stops. He pops. 15. Back rim no good. McDaniel the rebound. Those couple extra inches helped him out there. Here's Cochran.
Johnny getting an early break, Mike.
Cochran goes all the way through and got fouled on the way in. So Cochran will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Brooks going to get that one, his first.
Cochran 66% on the year. Look, if everybody makes 2 out of 3, we'll take it.
We have a nice student section to the left, Mike. They all wore black, though, and those are Grove City colors. Guess that memo didn't get out, huh?
Guess not. They've already once drawn the ire of Mr. Cardone. There's no surprise. Not from our student section. Cochran makes them both.
Loving them right in the pregame, Mike. Luke has 7 already.
And the Rams lead at 14-5. That's their biggest lead. Persinger goes into the paint.
Oh!
Baseline and a foul.
Baby.
As Timko went in for what he thought was going to be a layup, and he met Johnny as a prayer.
It looked like Johnny was Carter Leary.
Carter Leary.
Can you believe that?
Got up there, and the hair was the same.
How about that? Dylan Stahl was on the line. His first action tonight.
And the first one is good.
I'm going to slow that down on YouTube, Mike. That looked close to me.
14-6. Stahl gets another. Hits down. 14-6 14-7. Brooks back in there for Grove City, and Stull sits down. Highlands by a touchdown, 1:25 left first quarter.
Still that 1-2-2, Mike.
Cochran calling the offense now.
You want an odd man up here. See how Antoine's come to the wing here, Mike?
Now he pops back out top. McDaniel looping feet into Roman. Corner to Leary. Back over to Cochran. Thought about it.
Yeah,
now Myers is open. 22. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped and brought out of there by Persinger nicely.
Oh, he looked like he traveled.
Now Brooks thought about it, got to the foul line and got shut off, and Persinger goes back in. Steps back, didn't take it. Now a long three is put up from the corner by Lockery. It's no good. And Timko has it. Timko hasn't got off the schneid yet. They've only made one field goal. That's the Persinger three. 25 seconds left first quarter. Highlands leads at 14-7.
They're not shy about launching threes, Mike, and I mean launching. Those shots there look like they're shot putting them, huh?
Cade Persinger. I keep wanting to say Luke Persinger. I got Montour on the brain.
Looks like they're holding for one here, Mike.
Yeah, Coach Pavlik barking out the signals from behind.
Johnny getting extended minutes on the bench, Mike. One foul.
Clock under 10 seconds now, first quarter. Highlands with a 7-point lead. Persinger goes in, stops, shoots it, missed it. Rebound, Leary.
They have time.
Rams with 2 seconds. Cochran lets it go as he
tried to get a foul.
Tried to draw something. You're not going to get that call.
No.
That's the end of the first quarter here at North Allegheny with the score. Highlands 14 and Grove City 7.
The old double up, Mike. And you mentioned already the winner of this game gets to play the winner of the Huntington-Hickory game. That game's already decided. Hickory's in the books with that, so it's going to be Hickory versus Highlands Grove City on the bottom of the bracket. Top of the bracket, we got Imatech Charter out of Philly playing Montoursville today. And Lancaster Catholic playing the only team left in the WPL, Mike, Bell Vernon.
Yeah.
Beside us. Clearing my buddy Ray Konjak out in the Harrisburg area. He's got Imitate Charter against Lancaster Catholic in that one. On top, his favorite for the state is Monsignor Bonner. They play Valley View. Archbishop Carroll plays Bishop McDivitt. Allentown Catholic plays Pope John Paul II. Are you seeing a theme there, Mike? A lot of private schools on the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh? And then
the Catholics rule the East, apparently.
Tamaqua plays Susquehanna Township in the other game.
Tamaqua is who Stowe Rocks beat to win their state championship in 1988.
So there are your final 16, Mike. We'll be down to 8 after tonight, the Great 8. Final 4 goes Monday next week, and then the championship game in Hershey at the Giant Center, 8 p.m. on Thursday, March 19th.
All right, second quarter about to begin. Highlands leads at 14-7. They had a couple of threes, which equaled their output from Friday night at Giske.
Carrie Stachinsky just checked in front of us, Mike. She must have had to work late tonight. Her husband leads here 14-7. And the Golden Rams are going to go to work here on defense.
So here's Michael Brooks.
Johnny's back out there.
Now Lockery right side. Back to Brooks. Brooks looking for help from his coach behind him. They're having trouble with this Highlands defense right now. Here's Stull.
In a straight man-to-man, Mike. They're just playing tough.
There's Timko, and he drains it. It's a 3. His first one of the night, and it's 14-10.
Their leading scorer.
Cochran to Myers. Brooks in front of him. Oh, diving play. How's he not walking, Brooks? Then he gets up, and they get a timeout. That's a great play by Brooks to get it, but he certainly did a lot of floor gyrations while he had the ball there without dribbling it.
And Mike, what they did in that 1-2-2 is instead of having the guy come out and play the corner, they had him drop on Johnny, and they're getting a double team. That's the one thing we haven't seen yet, and I wait for a coach to pull that out is, trying to double Johnny anytime they got. That time, again, you got to move the ball horizontally instead of vertically. Vertically,
right.
They're going to be able to slip that guy in, but if you go horizontally over the top, not going to be as easy.
So the Rams leading at 14-10, and Luke Cochran with a quick 7 to get things started for him and getting him off the schneid. As I said, it's hard to tell what kind of a game he played the other night because he might have only played 6 or 8 minutes with all the foul trouble that he had.
Tops, that's right. Grove City came into the state playoff games 7-15 against WPL teams, so Highlands should have a little advantage there, you would think.
Here's Brooks out top now. Now Stull. Brooks again. You know, it's funny. Harbor Creek was deliberate. Grove City looks confused, and there's a difference. This is Hostetler.
Hopefully that's a good thing.
Lockery. And Hostetler again at 6'2". With Kunst on him, and Jimmy with those long arms up in his face. Now Lockery back to Brooks, and he resets things. 6.5 left first half. And the Rams fans applaud that defense.
Now they just look like they're being patient, Mike.
Hostetler. Well, this seems to be the way to attack Highlands. Of course, nobody's beat them doing this yet, but
let's keep it that way. All they're trying to do is limit our possession.
Oh, Brooks got triple team, but they got it back outside, and a three's on the way. It's up around, no good.
Oh,
rebound is Luke got a low bridge, but somehow got out of there with it.
And look
2
at Johnny.
on 1. Myers.
Johnny was wide open.
Myers again, missed it again.
I don't know why Luke didn't see, Corey didn't see Johnny. It was wide open.
Timko the rebound. I thought it was going to be an alley-oop, actually.
Yeah.
Lockery got it to Brooks out top between circles.
Here we go, back to the patient, yeah.
At 5.5 left first half, 14-10. 3-0 Grove City second quarter. Brooks almost had it stolen by Kunst. Puts a wild one up off the glass. Missed it, and Cochran doing the job on the glass tonight. Lead it out ahead to McDaniel. They get back quick. Oh, spin move. Antoine put it up, missed it. Christ, no. Christ, yes.
They're not taking many shots, Mike. We are limited to 1 shot on the glass.
Rams up by 6, 16-10. Now Timko tried to get around Myers and got it to Lockery in the corner. Back out top to Brooks. Now Stull worked it in front of the Highlands bench to Danny Timko. Boy, tipped by Kunst. He almost got it back, but Timko does for the Eagles.
Almost got it again, Mike.
Jimmy giving Timko all kind of fits. Off the dribble, his shot off the rim, no good. That was a great jump by Jimmy, and he got the rebound too. Kunst to Myers out of the corner. Head fake, drives to the basket. Yes, off the glass.
They both backed off on Johnny, Mike, and that left the primrose lane for Corey. He now has 7.
Rams lead at 18-10. The seniors have all 18 of the points. Stull for 3, and it's down.
He's a sophomore on the bench. He has 5.
18-13, and we have a foul. That would have been a charge the other night.
Yep, you're right about that. Stahl got that call. Good sportsmanship by Jimmy Kunst to over help him up. So appreciate that. Gave him a pat on the back.
That's just the key in. Highlands has committed 4 fouls, and Grove City has committed 3. That's the first foul on Dylan Stull.
See what they can get off the key in here.
Waiting to get everybody
Looks like a face-off in hockey, Mike.
It does. Drop the puck already.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Cochran. Cochran into the hand check. And that's going to be on Pokrant. That'll be his second, I think.
Team 4th.
At 4 minutes left of the first half. Highlands leading at 18-13. And into the game is Ben Naus, number 24. It'll be his first appearance.
Well, these games go fast, Mike, when they hold the ball, huh?
They do. And we've had extra breaks, too. That's
halfway through the second quarter. Late arriving crowd. Great Capruna car just showed up down there.
That's always a winner.
From that championship season.
McDaniel, corner. Myers, 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. Cochran fought it out of there somehow. Back out top to Kunst. He drives. Stops. Pops. Yes! Jimmy Kunst, his first 2, and the Rams lead it 20-12. First player other than a senior to score for Highlands tonight. Now Persinger looks for help and got it back to Lockery. Lockery's going to have a two-handed set shot off the front rim, no good. Look like Hoosiers.
He's like the third guy to take that type of shot, Mike.
Something in District 10, I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Here's Brooks in the corner. Count is on, so he works it back outside. And as the clock winds down to 3 minutes first half, the Rams with an 8-point lead. The junior Michael Brooks with it. Now they kick it back out. Hostetler's left-hander is missed. Rebound Cochran. Ahead to Christ. He can't get it. Just a little bit too tall.
Mike, there's only been 5 turnovers in the game so far.
We have a timeout with 2:48 left of the first half, and Highlands leading it by a score of 20-13. They have led by as many as 9. They led 14-5 late in the first quarter. Shout out to the good folks at Phoenix Rehabilitation. Now they're easy to find. We've done this all year. They're behind Eaton Park. They're right next to Spartan Dome. They're behind Blessed Sacrament Church. You can give them a call 724-224-5090 or visit them at phoenixrehab.com.
And don't forget walk-in Wednesdays now. It's 7 a.m. to noon. Don't even need a prescription. You can walk in, tell them what the problems are, and Adrian and the guys will pick you up right away. So again, Phoenix Rehab, there to serve you anytime you need them.
Brian Nee, special thanks to him. B Nee Home Renovations, where the B is always busy. Give Brian a call today, 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or visit their Facebook page.
About in the heights.
They are.
You see them, Burl?
And yes, I do. And how about this? Parked in strategic locations, those trucks too. It's always a good thing. And of course, Glenn Mills at B&J Sports, all the cool shirts and things that you see the kids wearing. Championship memorabilia, anything you're looking for there. Stop into B&J. Open 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to noon. B&J Sports, a title sponsor of Highlands Sports. He's been with us since the very beginning.
Great sponsors. Couldn't do it without you guys, and the kids certainly appreciate it too.
So here are the Eagles, up by 7. Down by 7,
please.
Down by 7.
You gave me a hard had a look.
I didn't mean that.
Just make sure I'm awake, huh?
Yeah. Here's Brooks.
Thank you.
This is very similar to the other time I've seen them play. And both games have been slowdowns. Here's Lockery. Of course, in that game in 1999, Valley wanted it slow. Persinger goes baseline and stepped on it. Turnover, Grove City at 2:21 first half.
You know, that's why I'd like to see a shot clock in high school basketball. It's really needed, Mike, when you see teams. This isn't basketball. To me, it's, they're doing what they have to do. I'm not blaming them, but it's just not fun.
Well, if we get to Friday, it won't be like this.
We'll find out. Like I said, I'm waiting for that one team that wants to do it.
Cochran for 3. Off the rim, no good. And we're going to have a foul from behind. They're going to get the Eagles,
Brooks,
I think it might be Timko. Let's see. Oh, is it Brooks? It is Brooks. Yep. You are correct, sir. That's his second.
He looked the most upset.
Yeah, the most guilty. Hand in a cookie jar. Team foul number 5 against the Eagles.
There's one simple reason why we don't have a shot clock. You know what that is?
Finances.
Yeah, cost. You have to put them up. We see them in some high schools.
Cochran is wide open, and here it comes. Off the rim.
Been getting great looks, Mike.
Persinger the rebound. He brings it up himself. Stops. Pops. Scores. Look for the foul. The coach is upset, but Persinger's got 7. He's their leading scorer. Here's McDaniel out of the corner for 3. It's off the back rim. The Rams have gone cold.
Yeah, low bridge there.
Persinger the rebound. 20-15. Highlands by 5. Persinger all the way through against 3 Rams all the way home. He's got 9 now, 20-17.
They said the offense goes through him, Mike. There's a
Cochran. Here's Johnny.
125, sending a message.
22-17.
He's got 6.
Here's Stahl, drives all the way to the paint. Underneath for Lockery. Got shut off by Christ. Look for help, and it can't be saved. It's a turnover by Grove City.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what Highlands does on this possession, Mike, with 1:09 to go. They're doing a good job of containing Johnny. You got to lose that last time, but Johnny's down there tying his shoes. I saw him down on one leg. Oops. But back in the old days when they would jam Johnny up, I would always tell the guys, listen, shoot the ball.
Because it's a rebound for him.
Exactly. It's an opportunity for him to get the ball. It's kind of like in hockey. You got to shoot the puck. So let's see what they do here.
Leary is in. Kunst sits down. McDaniel sits down, and Joaquin back in. So that's the Highlands 5.
Oh, that was a good pass.
Johnny and Luke, different pages together at 101. Highlands has the arrow to come out in the second half with a 5-point lead.
The way that defense broke, Mike, he was wide open. He had his man pinned, but I don't think he turned his head in time.
Well, I got a feeling Grove City might try to hold it for one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Highlands 22, Grove City 17. Cade Persinger out top. At the Big Tiger. Another really nice crowd is filled in here. It's not that much longer of a trip for Grove City. I did the mileage. It's 49 minutes drive from Grove City to here and 41 minutes for us. This is pretty much equidistant.
Yeah. And the fact that we're not talking about basketball, talking about that is why we need the shot clock, Mike.
Mr. Choma, you're 100% right. Persinger again, drives in, 11 seconds, all the way to the basket. Charging foul. Johnny took it.
Johnny took it in the chest. That's a big one, Mike. Write that down there. You take 2 points off and give Highlands the ball back.
And the Rams get the twofer. They get the ball with 9 seconds. That's a first foul on Persinger. They get 9 seconds with the ball and the arrow to start the second half. Already with a 5-point lead.
Without them putting any pressure on the ball, Mike, I wouldn't be quick to pick it up. There you go. There's only one problem. You didn't roll far enough.
Here's Kunst going through a bad pass. Picked off, 3 seconds too, and it's going to be missed. Put up a left-hander by Hostetler, misses it, and that's the end of the first half here at North Allegheny in this PIAA West quarterfinal. Your score at the break, Highlands 22, Grove City 17. We'll take a timeout. Be back with stats and more right after this. We are back at halftime with the Highlands Golden Rams leading at 22-17. Some balanced scoring for Highlands. Luke Cochran had 7, Corey Myers had 7, Johnny Kreis had 6, and Jimmy Kunst had 2. The possessions were limited. Cade Persinger with 9 points for the Eagles. Danny Timko made 1 3, and then Dylan Stull off the bench with 5. There just hasn't been much scoring so far.
Yeah, Mike, that scored is 10-8 in the second quarter. That's when he took the air out of it. Highlands jumped on him 14-7 early. So, again, it's just the way it is. It's state basketball. We got a ball stuck up there, Mike. Do you see that?
Oh, boy.
Still not?
Oh, no, it made it worse.
Still we get a shot there. We might be here for a while. That ball went in. See if we can get a shot on that. Yeah, it did.
Check out the basket down to our right. This ball is stuck.
There.
Hey! And listen to this crowd.
Courtney got it done.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Courtney wouldn't have done that, that would have never happened. So, good job on her. So the Rams lead it by 5. Again, the winner plays Hickory. That game will be Friday night, site and time to be determined. Superfan Bill over here says that he thinks it might be Newcastle. I hope he's wrong. But, that's the way that works.
It's going to be up north. We know that.
Oh, maybe. Could be here again.
Well, let's get there first.
Let's do it. Here's Cochran and Kunst. Rams moving right to left, second half, dressed in their home whites. That's one thing. Every game they've played in the playoffs this year, they've been the home team. To Johnny Kreis on the alley-oop, but he couldn't quite control it. It was just a little bit off.
One of our favorite plays come out of the half, Mike.
Persinger forecourt had it swatted by Cochran for a moment, and now they'll slow things down again. And Cade Persinger, who's had the ball more than anyone tonight, he leads the game in time of possession.
Yeah.
Here's Brooks. Out to Lockery, back to Persinger. Now Timko left side.
And Mike, you just have to look up and say you have a 5-point lead, and this way it's
Oh, they got a layup though, and that's beautifully done underneath the Timko. It's only his second basket, 5th point, and it's 22-19.
Now, one thing, we have to get a good shot here too, Mike. You got to be patient. Just because they're trying to go slow, you got to regular
possessions count. Exactly. Cochran from 25 off the back rim. Johnny soared through the air to get it, but Persinger came down with it. Look at Jimmy Kunst from behind, but Persinger, good ball handler, hangs on to it for the Eagles.
Right down to Timko.
Kicked it back out. There's a 3 by Lockery. It's off the rim. Rebound Cochran. Highlands by 3. Cochran's going to come all the way down on a blocking foul. Again, that's a charge on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
A Arms outstretched. Chris Qualick wants to know what that call is.
Timko going to get his first.
Chris Qualick was an assistant coach at Union under Mark Stanley, who was the head coach at Newcastle between John Sarandria and Mark Blunda.
Yeah, we beat them that one time really bad. I remember that.
Up at Butler. That was his last game. 3-ball Myers. In and out, no good. The Rams have gotten cold from the outside. They had a couple early. Now driving all the way through is Corey. Missed the shot.
No
rebound,
call.
Joaquin.
Come on,
no.
Joaquin just got killed.
And Troy Lockery has a rebound.
How could that not be a call? He got tripped.
Persinger. And look for cutters now, and now Lockery comes out to get it. Persinger again. 6:05 left third quarter. Highlands 22, Grove City 19. Grove City with the only basket of the second half.
And Highlands playing man-to-man, Mike. It's not like they're just sitting back in the zone.
This is Brooks.
I guess the good news, Mike, nobody's in foul trouble.
Exactly. Timko, left side. Do something. Somebody yelled for the crowd. They're passing it around. Well, Highlands is playing defense. You can look at it that way. Here's Brooks. This is like basketball's answer to the neutral zone trap in hockey.
Yeah.
Lockery. They're doing what they have to do to try to win the game.
Yeah. But it's just no fun. It's supposed to be a fun game for kids, and you get to this level, I guess they can take the fun out of it. They're trying to get a win.
If they win, they'll think they had fun.
Yeah, well.
Here's Persinger to Timko in front of the Grove City bench.
I don't think they're having fun, Mike. I mean, they're doing what they have to do to win, but I think if you get these kids in the hallway and say, this is fun, they wouldn't say it worked.
Now Brooks out top to Lockery.
Almost stole
Now
it.
Persinger got away from a man. 12-footer is down. Cade Persinger with 11 points, and it's a 1-point game.
And Jimmy took a gamble, Mike, and got burned on it.
Well, that's the thing. When the team is being patient with the ball offensively, you have to, in turn, be patient defensively. And that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for you to make a mistake, and that's what happened. Here's a steal as Pokrant took it away.
She has to take the lead if they shoot it.
Rams haven't scored in the second. If they shoot. Rams haven't scored in the second half. Here's Pokrant. Lockery right side. Persinger guarded by Myers.
And I'm sure Hickory would like to get a shot at us, Mike. They don't want to play this kind of basketball either.
Now, no, Hickory's beaten them 3 times. They'll take them, trust me.
Yeah, I guess.
Cochran all the way through. Dump down to Joaquin. Got rejected and got fouled.
How they didn't call travel the first time, Mike? He didn't let the ball go.
Persinger picks up the foul. That'll be his second. That's the second against Grove City second half. Again, the good news for Highlands, they haven't committed a foul in the second half. They've also not scored a point as Grove City has clawed their way back to a 1-point game, 22-21, and this game looks a whole lot like Friday nights did.
Sure does, Mike. Let's see, we had a dentist trip at Blackhawk. We had major surgery at Harbor Creek.
This is something akin to an appendectomy. The old way, not sucking it through a tube. Thanks to John Mason at the Wireless Zone. He's been with us since the beginning. We appreciate his help. They have 6 area locations. You can find yours in the Walmart Plaza or at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall, or visit wirelesszone.com. Thanks to John Mason and, of course, Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph at the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. For decades have been serving the AK Valley. And
been a fun couple of weeks for them, Mike.
In trying times like these, the Lucchinos, Joe and Joe always know, and they're taking care of things for us there at 2318 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights. And also, the anchor in Natrona Heights, Joe, Andy, and Dee. We've been there since 1953. The kitchen stays open till 11. They're going to need that tonight because this will be a little bit of a late night. So please stop into the anchor and don't forget the popcorn. We'll have a few more. Thanks for the media timeouts. We're able to duck these in because we're really not allowed to do that, but we're doing it anyway.
We're not allowed to say thank you to people?
We're thanking people. Joaquin Roman steps to the foul line. He's a 52% foul shooter. The Rams lead at 22-21.
I thought it would be the polite thing to do.
It is, especially in this day and age of our civil discourse. Joaquin hits the first.
We're on the board.
Rams are 3 for 5 from the line tonight. I'll take 60%. You know what I'll take? I'll take 66% if he makes this. In and out.
Asking a little too much.
Persinger the rebound. Persinger's been great. He's been a terrific player for them. 23-21. Rams have not made a field goal in the third quarter. How about this? When they won their game the other night, there's a 3 missed, and Joaquin has the rebound. They only allowed 4 points in the third quarter in their win against Bedford the other night.
He's ain't got double figures for either team.
And guess what they used to do it? A 1-2-2 press. We haven't seen any of that tonight.
Look at that.
Price got fouled. He got pushed from behind.
Walker is going to get that one, his first. Yeah, Mike, maybe you should try something a little. I guess you have to score to put the pressure on, or find situations to press in.
Yeah, but the opposite of it is the Grove City used to press. That's how they go at their run in that game. And again, allowed 4 points in the third quarter. They had a 19-4 third, and Johnny missed the first. He's 0 for 3. Roman is out.
Not yet.
Roman is out.
Not yet. They weren't going to let him in.
And McDaniel
Coach
was
going to call a timeout.
Well, he was going to. Yeah, but Johnny makes a second. Johnny has 7, and the Rams lead it 24-21. It's a 3-point game.
Now there's the pressure I talked about, Mike. Let's see if they can do something with it here. Rattle their cage a little bit, as they would say. There's your trap.
Persinger to Stahl. Now Brooks is open. 3 ball. Blocked by Christ, but they got the rebound up and in by Timko. His 7th point. It's a 1-point game again. Now they haven't led since it was 1-0 and 2-0. Kunst, corner, Cochran. Dump down to Christ. Spin move, got around a man and laid it in.
Thought about dunking him, Mike, and I said, I'll do it the easy way here.
Johnny with 9. Again, the Rams with some pressure. 26-23, 2:30 to go, third quarter.
Those are long arms up there with Antoine and Jimmy.
Brooks worked it over, and Persinger's 3 is no good. And
Johnny said, I'll take that 3-on-1 break, and
he's fouled from behind. Well, he was pushed by Brooks. Brooks saved the basket.
He did. Third foul on Brooks.
Hey, 9:56 left, second half. Robert Morris, 56, St. Francis, 40. Colonials on their way to the NCAA tournament, which they'll probably have to play in front of no fans.
Bobby Moe. Highlands is going to take that timeout now, Mike.
They will take it now at 2:19 left of the third quarter. The Rams leading it 26-23. Also, Pitt won tonight their first game of the ACC tournament, beating Wake Forest 75-70. So they'll play North Carolina State tomorrow. The Panthers are 16-16 now. They got to win one more so they can have a winning, at least a 500 season.
I think it's very important, Mike, that the Gold Rams get a 2-possession lead, just the way things are going here.
Yeah, this has been tough and tight all the way. They only have scored 4 points here in this third quarter. Basket by Christ and 2 foul shots by Cochran. I'm sorry. Basket by Christ and 1 by Roman. They have 3 points. Sorry. Well, they have 26. What did I miss?
I've got 2, 9, 8, 17, 17, 8. I got 25.
Yeah, that's all I have, too.
Oh, Joaquin has the basket. There you go. 26. Made us look, Mike.
I did.
I'm at the bottom of the sheet, that's why.
Cochran baseline.
There you go.
Myers open 3 ball.
Oh, that looked good.
Rams have gotten ice cold, but Christ got the rebound.
There's Johnny, Mike.
He is.
We talked in the pregame about do they have a Johnny, and right now they don't. He has 10. Highlands now ahead. That 2-possession game I wanted, Mike. Now let's keep it right there, please.
28-23. Persinger drives in and kicked it out to Stahl. Now Persinger gets it back, drives into the paint, kicked it out to the corner. That's Lockery for 3. It's down. Valkyrie's first points of the ball game. Timeout Grove City at a 1:22 third quarter, and it's a 2-point game again.
He's a three-point shooter, Mike. At 6'3", he's their biggest guy, but he likes that corner. After a conform, didn't do it that time, and again, it's down to a 2-point lead. What they're doing, Mike, they're running what's called a shuffle cut, and when you switch on everything, a shuffle cut's tough to play because, again, they're making you switch a lot more than you really want to.
Right.
Usually it's a screening situation, the ball is going vertically, but with the shuffle cut, everything runs horizontally, so when you do those switches, they're just trying to get you to get basically a situation where you have a quicker man on a slower man. The good news for the Golden Rams is they're basically all pretty quick.
I found the extra point. Johnny has 5 baskets and 1 free throw. That's 11. So Johnny has 11. Myers has 7. That's 18. Kunst has 2. That's 20. 7 for Cochran is 27. 1 for Joaquim is 28. There it is.
I got Luke with 8 and Johnny with 10. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out.
That's very possible.
Yep.
I only have Luke at the line twice, though. Luke went to the line 2 times. He made them both. And Johnny's been there 4 times and made 1.
All right. I'll do it that way.
That's what I got.
All right.
You can't see the numbers on the board. I think it has it for 11 up there. I'm pretty sure it does. All right, here we go.
Most boards they have 28 on the board.
28's the correct number. Rams by 2. Here's Cochran. Kunst left side. Into Christ. Triple team. They sag on him quickly. Goes in anyway and scores.
13 now for Johnny.
And he's doing the same thing he did Friday. 30-26. Again, against pressure. The Rams trying to dial it up just a little bit here. Less than a minute to go, third quarter. Highlands by 4. Pogrant forecourt.
There's your
double team. Got it over to Stull. Oh, he had a man on a baseline. It was Nouse waiting for it, but he didn't go to him. Persinger now. 42 seconds.
They're holding, Mike.
They have the ball and the arrow. If all goes well for them, they could be in a tie. Persinger again. Clock down to 18 seconds, third quarter. Highlands by 4. Persinger gets a screen from Nouse, but couldn't use it. Down to 7 seconds. Steal by Kunst.
Long arms of Jimmy.
4 seconds, 3. Myers right side goes all the way home. Put it up, missed it. Christ hit.
Oh!
It's the end of the third quarter with the score. Highlands 30, Grove City 26.
Oh well, Mike, for lack of scoring, huh?
Well, it's been that way. As we said, their fewest points were in their last game, and they're right on pace to do it again. And their 3 lowest outputs of the season have come in the last 5 games. I think it's going to be safe to say their 4 lowest outputs are going to come in the last 6 games.
Well, how about some scoring trivia for you?
All right, why not?
Isaac DiGregorio, remember him?
Yes.
He had a great first half against Westmont Hilltop the other day for North Catholic. He had 26 in the first half. Grove City has 26 after 3 quarters. He ended up with 33. Hopefully that'll be the same for Grove City. But everybody thought he was going to go to the state record. That is held by a kid named Greg Manning out of Stilton High Spire. He set the record back in 1977. How many did he have?
State tournament game. Mm-hmm. Stilton High Spire. That's where Rod Brooken went to Pitt. Back in the 80s, played under Paul Evans. I'm going to say 42.
Higher.
It's the clock game. 46.
Higher.
50.
Higher.
55.
Higher.
60.
Lower.
59.
This we're going to kill time.
59,
people.
8, 7, 6, 5.
57.
Okay.
And we have to
How much time do I have left to win the washer dryer? Okay. Out of the corners, a 3 and an air ball by Hostetler, and the Rams have it. Here's Kreis up 4. But Myers lost the handle and threw it away. Right into the hands of Timko.
7 turnovers. Grove City's only committed 4, Mike. This is what happens when you try to rush it.
Persinger got it down low. Shot, score, foul. Danny Timko. Timko has 9, and it's a 30-28 game. Johnny Johnny picks up the foul.
Literally lulled us to sleep that time, Mike. Makes it 10.
And he drains it. Timko now into double figures with 10. And it's a 1-point game, 30-29. To Kreis. Kicked it back out to Kunst. They closed on him quickly, though. Now McDaniel back to Jimmy. Underneath and a steal. Boy, Persinger's been tremendous tonight. And he gets it stolen from behind by Kreis. Kunst leads it ahead. Johnny puts it. No, he missed it. Rebound Brooks.
What he thought, Mike, was they were going to try to foul him, and he waited for contact and didn't get it.
Grove City hasn't led since it was 2-0 in the first minute.
Johnny got to watch his hands there, Mike.
Cade Persinger, the senior, out to Brooks. Less than 7 to go. Highlands by a skinny 1 point. They go backdoor and Kreis stole it.
All right, we need one here, Mike.
Johnny's connected on enough of those. He knew what to expect. Kunst with a head fake. Back to Cochran. Well, they've shut Luke down since he got off to a hot start. He hadn't scored since the first quarter. To Kreis, and he's fouled on the floor. That'll be team foul number 5 against Grove City. Highlands has only committed 1.
Pokran picks up his third.
5:20 left.
And Mike, this is a game where it can come down to foul shooting. We talked about it early on.
We've made 4 out of 7. Here's Cochran. Climbing the ladder, Antoine McDaniel. And he carried it. Turnover Highlands at 5:14, and once again Grove City can take the lead. And they're going to bring in Dylan Stull into the lineup.
He had 5 in the first half off the bench.
Give Spencer Pokran a rest. Spencer Pokran has not scored. They've only had 4 men in the book. Highlands only has 5. The 5 starters have scored. Joaquin with 1 of those. Gotta watch the 10 seconds. And Stull gets it across, and Brooks controls it. Now Persinger settles things down. Less than 6 to go. Lockery to Stull. Now Persinger out top. Brooks right side. In front of coach Chris Pavlik. In his second season here. And a foul, reach in by Johnny Kreis. Third. Or is it 4?
3. 5:25 to go.
That's only the second against Highlands.
He's got both of them in the second half.
Rams have scored 8 points in the second half. Now driving all the way home is Persinger. Puts Grove City on top for the first time since the first minute. 31-30 Eagles. Into Kreis. Out to Cochran. 3 on the way. Eats wide to left. Grove City basketball at 5:05. Now they might really want to take the air out of it.
They held it before, Mike. Wait till you see this.
Rams going to bring Carter Leary in to replace McDaniel. Their heads hanging on that Highlands bench right now.
Yeah, they got to get refocused, Mike. They had the ability to do it all year. They're going to have to do it here now with a little pressure.
Here's Stull ahead to Persinger. Back to Stull. They break the press. Persinger left side. Now the Rams double team Persinger. And what's the call? Timeout by Chris Pavlik. They only have 1 left. That is their 4th timeout. Grove City only has 1 timeout left now.
They'll probably get immediate timeout in here too.
Yeah, so you get an extra. At 4:45 remaining, Grove City 31, Highlands 30.
Mike, chance to give some congratulations out to our 6th grade basketball team.
I saw photos of that.
Yeah, they won the Riverview tournament this past weekend. They beat Hempfield championship. And remember, that's a feeder program. We got Zach Baylog out of Blessed Sacrament a couple years ago. So again, congratulations to both those teams. Hopefully building for a bright future here with the Golden Rams. We mentioned Winter Place Hickory, District 10 champ. And again, they beat Newcastle the other day, 58-48. They have a kid named Donald Whitehead, Mike, scored 29 points in that game. And he's the point guard on Johnny's team. He's an outstanding player. So again, a reunion hopefully coming if Highlands can pull it out here, trailing 31-30 after to play defense now.
You know Coach Pavlik, working in the same building as Ralph Blundo, has got all the information he needed about Highlands for this game.
No doubt about it. There was a chance to trap, Mike. Got to take advantage of these. You do take the advantage of your trap, Mike, but if they get through the trap, you get some easy baskets. Highlands cannot allow any more of those, trailing here by 1.
Here's Brooks to Timko. Persinger, right side to Stull. Stull, the sophomore, getting big minutes here in the second half.
No
Nearly a foul. Now there's a trip by Cochran.
Yeah.
I think they could have got Corey too, really.
Yeah, a little acting there too. Could have went either way, but that is going to be Cochran's first foul.
Dan Shinsky with the call. 4:12 to go. Grove City 31, Highlands 30. That's 4:12 left in the game, not in the first half.
I wished it were the first half.
Into Stull. Now they put the double team on him.
There it is.
And he does a nice job to throw it off of Johnny's leg out of bounds right into the Grove City bench.
Used that extra defender called the sideline that time, Mike. Highlands has to get him there again.
So we'll probably get another media timeout after the first whistle after 4 minutes, and then Chris Kwolek has used his other 4 well. Oh, steal by Kuntz. And they had a wide open basket too. Jimmy saved that. Brings it back the other way and gets the basket. Oh, what a humongous play that was. Grove City had a wide open layup, and Kuntz stole the ball and got a basket and has a chance for the 3-point play. Rams on top.
Spectre Gadget, Mike, those long arms come through here. He got me on my feet.
And we will have the media timeout with 3:33 to go. Highlands back on top, 32-31. I talk about that play. They had a wide open backdoor. If he doesn't stop that, they get a wide open basket and a 3-point lead. Instead, the Rams have a chance now to take a 2-point lead on their own. Hey, special thanks to John and Mel at the Boucher Agency for all their help getting the games on this year. Your hometown nationwide agents, John and Mel, 724-224-4300. And, of course, the good folks at Highland Tire. Things have settled down for them now. Maybe the snow's over. And if you need to get some new tires for the summer, if you're thinking of taking a trip in the car, gas prices are going to be going way down this summer, so you want to get out on the road. 724-224-9222 in Trentham, 724-224-7900 in the Heights, or Highland Integrity Lineman, 724-224-5900.
What a big basket by the freshman, Mike. We talked about it all year, his ability to score when needed. That was needed.
And that was more than just a basket. That was saving 2 on one end and maybe making 2 on the, maybe taking 3 on the other. He could just be responsible for 5-point play there. A 5-point swing.
Yep, converting his foul shot very important. Jimmy, 65% foul shooter. He'll go to the line for one of the biggest shots of his young career, Mike. And he had the Golden Rams with the chance to get a 2-point lead here. This changes their philosophy on Grove City too, Mike.
Oh, I doubt it. Missed it. Rebound Price and nearly went over the back, but it's taken by Lockery. No, they'll hold it just the same.
Oh, no. I'm saying that they have to score now. Before they didn't have to score.
That is
now
correct.
They're going to have to look at the basket. If they don't want to shoot again, I'm fine with that.
Here's Brooks. 3:40 left, fourth quarter. Highlands 32, Grove City 31.
Oh, back door.
They do, and a man is open, and it's Timko. He's got his 12th, and they lead by 1 again.
Yeah, they did have to shoot, Mike.
Well, they're always looking to take the layup. They had the layup on the play that Jimmy stole.
And here's what they've done all night, Mike. This 1-2-2s. Kind of giving Highlands a little bit of trouble.
Cochran blows up the baseline. Got it to Leary. Back to Kuntz. 3 in the air. Around no good. Rebound Kreis and an offensive foul. He's got 4 at 3:10.
I thought he spaced himself out enough, Mike. I have to look at that one again. But again, many times we talked about that, Mike. That's called a position foul when they call it over the back like that.
By the way, you watch these games, you know the parents suffer. Don't think the wives of the coaches don't suffer.
I just saw Carrie.
Ball was tipped, but Persinger's able to get it. He's
over back.
Double team. Good job by Brooks. Underneath. The Timko block. Stahl put it up and in. Look at Stahl. Stahl's got 7, and it's Cochran offensive foul. And 35-32. Grove City with 2:45 to go.
And now we'll go into the deep freezer, Mike.
Cochran's second foul. Christ has to stay out there, obviously. Again, against pressure.
I think you got a foul here, Mike. Yep, you got a foul. Oh,
steal by Leary. Oh, but Stahl gets out of there. Ahead to Brooks. Rams have committed 5, by the way, Dean. Persinger.
Yeah, but I'm saying you got to at least put the pressure on him.
Brooks kicked it back out. Stahl stops and pops. He scores. Dylan Stahl with 9 points off the bench, and it's 37-32. Their biggest lead. Now steal again. All the way home is Persinger. 39-32. Timeout, Highlands. And where did that come from?
Yeah, they laid the trap, Mike, and Highlands fell in it. That's all there is to it. They played the style of basketball they think they needed to win. Not pretty, but effective, huh?
It sure has been. And I can't say enough about Dylan Stahl. You know, we got all kind of great information and a lot of sharing of info for broadcasting. Everybody's got, you know, this far. They got somebody doing the games. And we got bios on just about everybody. And there wasn't much said about Dylan Stahl, the sophomore. And he has really been, well, Persinger's just been tremendous the way he's handled the basketball. You can't say enough about the effort that he's put forward for them tonight. But Stahl, you know, wasn't exactly on the top of the list.
Well, again, I just saw somebody stick a phone in my face and it said one word on it: shot clock.
Yeah. I'm checking my Stahl notes. He's been hurt a lot this year. Maybe that has something to do with it.
He didn't look hurt in those last 2.
He sure doesn't.
In that little scenario, Mike, offensive foul over the back foul. We talked about it today. Well, whatever happened if Johnny Christ got in foul trouble? Well, we're finding out, huh?
And we're not scoring. We stopped scoring. Now, it's understandable because there's less possessions. I get it. But we're also not playing our best ball. And I think the fact that they've been scoring so little in the last few games is kind of a trend.
2 points this quarter.
Myers for 3!
Make it 5.
Don't kill him yet. They ain't dead yet. 39-35. We'll write that one down.
Yep.
1:45 left.
Need to force a turnover here, Mike.
And you know Grove City's got to be feeling the nerves right now.
No doubt about it.
Here's Persinger forecourt. And what a virtuoso performance by Chris Kwolek with his timeout. And he still saved one. And it's foul by Leary.
We have to.
And that's 6, so everybody shoots from here on out. Each team's committed 6.
I think you put him on the foul line, Mike, early.
1:23 left. 39-35, Grove City. Highlands has scored 13 points in the second half.
I put him on a foul line for one reason, Mike. You put him in a foul line.
There's more time to feel the pressure, too.
And also, we can shoot. I got to call something.
They're going to call a foul. Stosh wanted to travel, obviously. Johnny on the bench right now behind Stosh. So now it comes to the foul line. Brooks is there to shoot him.
And Mike, like I said, the only reason I would do this is because they're sitting in a 1-2-2.
That's 3 on Cochran, by the way.
And you can shoot over a 1-2-2. I'll exchange 2s for 3s.
Michael Brooks has not scored tonight. 1-1. In and out. Rebound McDaniel. Highlands with the ball down 4.
See what I'm saying here, Mike?
Yeah.
He might be the guy you want to foul, too.
Here's Myers to Kunst. Cochran right side. 1:20 left.
We need a shot, Mike.
McDaniel, 3-ball, up. Yes! 39,
1-point game.
Timeout. The Rams have hit 2 3-pointers, one by Myers, one by McDaniel, and they've cut it to 1 at 1:13 to go.
See what I'm saying, Mike?
Yes.
2 for 3. You go for that every time, especially when you can hit them, and the Golden Rams have here. And let's make sure that we put the right guy on the line. So far, that would be Michael Brooks. He has not scored a point, missed his only foul shot so far, and
he'll be remembering that the next time he goes there.
Yep.
Robert Morris wins are going dancing. Congratulations to the Colonials. They win by 10.
Well, that takes care of one local team. We got to get another one in here in Highlands. Yep.
Now, they ain't dead yet.
1:13 to go. Chance to play some defense here now with Johnny Christ on the bench, Mike. Smart idea here going offense for defense.
They trailed by 7 with 2 minutes left after Stull made that last layup. 1:13. Persinger.
Oh, guys.
Lockery.
Pressure is 10-second call. Let's get a 10.
Stull steal by Leary to Myers. A minute to go. Here's Cochran. Rams with the ball down 1.
Maybe call timeout. Yep, there you go, Mike.
And Stosh does call time. 57 seconds left. Highlands down 1.
And Mike, one thing we've said many times this year, Stosh has done great things coming out of timeout, so we're going to need something great right here and right now. Grove City, they've really done a good job of taking Johnny out. Again, what do you do? Cochran has 7 quick points. They took him out. Well, what do you think, Mike?
No, I think they're going to look to get it down inside to the big guy. I mean, the big guy, he's been the man all season. And here's the thing, though. He hasn't scored since the 3rd quarter either. So...
And he's 1 for 3 from the foul line, 1 for 4 from the foul line.
Right, and that's another thing. Yeah, that's an interesting strategy too, Dean. I mean, you may be ahead. We've seen teams do this before. Rob Carmody did it.
Oh yeah, Mars against Micah Mason. He said he wasn't going to beat us.
He would rather let us take it to overtime. With a 2-point lead. He fouled, but that'd be an interesting strategy. And again, you know, there's no secrets now. Chris Kwolek knows all of it.
Yep.
The young coach, he's wiping his eyes. He's walking down to the end of the bench. Coach is probably about the same age, but they've seen a lot here getting this far.
Everybody on their feet here, Mike.
What do the Rams have? The Rams haven't won a game in a situation like this year, that's for sure.
All right, let's see what they do here against this 1-2-2. They haven't changed this defense all night, Mike.
Kunst, Myers, Cochran, 50 seconds. I don't think they want to hold for 1. Here's Cochran driving in. Kicked it to McDaniel in the corner. Now Kunst right side. 42 seconds. McDaniel puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Christ, yes! No, it went off. Try again, foul.
Got fouled.
Woo! Johnny shoots 2 at 36 seconds. Highlands trailing by 1.
Well, you got to give Antoine McDaniels credit, Mike. He wasn't afraid to take that big shot when it was his time.
The Rams have scored the last 6.
All right, John, we need you to really concentrate here. They're down.
First one on the way is short. Chance to tie it now. If he does, you know what Grove City's going to be doing for 26 seconds.
Last one,
and Chris Kwolek has hung on to that timeout. Each team has 1 left. This is for the tie. It's in and out. It's a foul by Christ, and he's out of the game. Johnny Christ climbed over the back. I think he's gone.
10. He said 10, Mike.
That's it. Johnny walks the plank at 35 seconds. And to the other end, it'll be Dylan Stull to shoot the 1-and-1, the sophomore who's been huge for them tonight with a 1-point lead. Oh, now we're going to get that if they're up by 3, are they going to be fouling Highlands? Absolutely. Dylan Stull, first one is good. He's got 10 off the bench. 40-38.
First time Johnny's fouled out this year?
It might be. Made them both.
All right, let's see if they foul us, Mike. They should.
Cochran. Myers at 30, lets it go. It's no good. Rebound saved by Kuntz, but it's Blockery. Rams got a foul.
Yep.
Blockery, timeout, Grove City. 22 seconds left, 41-38 Eagles.
Well, the MVP has got a Dylan Stahl right now, Mike. The sophomore comes off the bench, scores 11 points.
Let's say we split it in half. I give the other half to Persinger for the way he's run the show for them.
Yeah, we were told the offense went through Persinger, and that's
true.
what they're doing right now.
It's absolutely true. Well, and there you had it. The Rams at the foul line again, and
I've been afraid all year, Mike, that was going to come back to haunt us at 60% foul shooting. And tonight we've missed 7. And we trail by 3.
So now, I think you don't foul till they get across half court. But here's the problem. In a 3-point game, you have to treat it as 2 possessions, don't you?
You have to foul.
You got to go right away.
Yeah,
you try to steal the inbound and then you get it.
Right.
Okay, I'd go that much. If it was a 2-point game, I think I'd give them the 10 seconds. But I can't do that now. I don't think you can. Again, Hickory awaits the winner. They've already beaten Grove City 3 times. Somebody out there saying it's really hard to beat somebody 4 times in a year. Not if you're better than they are.
That's the old rule.
There's Brooks.
Trap right there. Foul. Foul.
They're going to see if he travels. And they do foul.
But precious time went off the clock, number 1. Number 2, he's the guy you want to foul.
They didn't want it. Yeah. He didn't want to take it, though. They were trying to keep him trapped in the corner. But see, I see their point, but I agree with you. I just could have gone and halved him right away.
Yeah.
So it's Brooks again. This is the 9th foul, so it's still the 1-and-1. This is the last 1-and-1. Now Brooks, the last time he was there, missed the first one. This is a huge shot right here. It puts him up by 2 possessions with 19 seconds to go if he can make it. He does. 42-38, Grove City.
His first foul shot, first point of the game.
And this greatest of all Highlands basketball seasons hangs in the balance now. 43-38.
And there can't be choosy here, Mike.
Cochran goes all the way in, missed a shot. Rebound Persinger with 12.
Foul.
He's fouled with 10 seconds left. And Grove City's going to pull off the upset here at North Allegheny.
Yeah, Mike, unfortunately, I think you're right here.
And this great Highlands team, I believe the greatest in school history, is going to see an end here at North Allegheny tonight. Unless they have one more miracle up their sleeve. But Persinger hits the first. But this Grove City team has probably played their best game of the year to do this.
Well, this wasn't basketball, unfortunately.
Persinger's second rattles home. He's got 17, 45-38. McDaniel to Kunst. His 3 is off the rim. Rebound Grove City. And the Grove City Eagles have upset Highlands and they move on to play Hickory. Grove City 45, Highlands 38.
Well, Mike, it's a great year for the Golden Rams. We always say this about this. When you have a great year, if you don't win a state championship, things end this way. Just wish we could have got to play a basketball game here tonight. But again, they did what they had to do to win the game. It wasn't the game of basketball, it was the game of keep away. But they won that one. They move on. Once again, before we leave the air, I want to congratulate the 3 seniors. Corey Myers, Johnny Kreitz, Luke Cochran, the whole team, in fact, but these guys are not going to see, Mike. They're moving on to the next stage of their life, and they gave us quite a ride.
It was, and especially thank you to everybody that had anything to do with the WPIAL champion Highlands Golden Rams, because that's what they are.
Let's say that one
you can never take that away from them, and we congratulate them for that, and we will always remember what they did for us this year. What a tremendous season.
All of them.
All of them. Final score, Courtney Stewart, thank you for helping us out in the playoffs. We appreciate it. The Eagles of Grove City 45 and the Highlands Golden Rams 38. It's over. That's the WPIAL champion Highlands Golden Rams finish their season. For Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik.